Welcome to the Mesquite ISD Substitute Online Orientation. Mesquite's vision is excellence always. The mission of Mesquite ISD is to develop an inspiring and innovative learning community that educates and empowers students to pursue excellence. Some of you may be substitute teachers, others may be substitute teacher aides or substitute secretarial clerical. You are all a vital part of ensuring that Mesquite ISD students are successful. Research shows that during the students' time in grades K through 12, that they will spend an entire year of time under the supervision of substitute teachers. You are a valued member of the Mesquite ISD team. You are expected to read the Mesquite ISD Substitute Handbook and be sure that you fully understand the information contained in it. If you have questions, you should call or email the substitute manager. A digital copy is available in this orientation for your review. All assignments are handled through the Frontline Absence Management online system. It is important that you keep your email address up to date in the system. The substitute office communicates almost exclusively through email. If you have any problems concerning assignments, you should contact the substitute manager's office. Hours are 6:30 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon. Substitute assignments may change once you have arrived at school. There are many reasons for a change in assignment. The principal or assistant principal is in charge of substitutes and have full discretion on assignment changes. We encourage you to remain positive and flexible. Please note the times that you are expected to report at and remain until for the various campuses. Elementary is 7:30 until 3:30, and all middle school campuses are 8 until 4. High schools are 8:10 to 4:10. Please note that the Academy and Learning Center may have different start and end times. When you arrive at the campus, the first thing you should do is clock in and sign in at the front desk. You should return at the end of the day to clock out and check with the office to be sure that they do not need any additional information from you. You are required to have your ID badge. If you lose your badge, be sure that you have your driver's license with you, and the secretary can make you a temporary visitor ID badge for the day. You can come by our office here and pick up a reprint at any time. Locate the teacher's lesson plan and seating chart as quickly as possible. If no seating chart is available, you can quickly create one and ask one of the students to fill it in for you, or you can do it as you take roll. You should also review the class schedule and do your best to follow it as precisely as possible. Closely following the schedule helps you stay organized and helps with student behavior. An example of how being off schedule can cause major problems is being late to lunch by even 2 minutes can have a domino effect on the entire school's lunch schedule and end up with the last class being up to 30 minutes off schedule. Acquaint yourself with fire and emergency drill procedures posted in the room. These are usually in a red folder on the wall next to the classroom door. It is very important that you follow the correct route for exiting the building in the event that there is a fire drill or actual fire. Lockdown instructions are covered in a separate presentation. Be sure to write a running note for the teacher to review upon his or her return to the classroom. You should include any absences or tardy students. For tardy students, you need to be sure and note the time the student arrived in the classroom and attach their note from the office. The note should include what work you completed and any exceptions that occurred and why. For example, any unscheduled assembly. Any unusual events should be explained in detail as well. Whenever we experience a change, especially in our routine, we experience some form of stress. As a substitute, you are the change. For children, especially younger ones, they may manifest their stress in a number of responses to you. Their anxiety and fear can translate into misbehavior. There are several ways that you can help students cope with the change. You can introduce yourself, be enthusiastic, smile, and follow the schedule as closely as possible. Call students by name whenever possible. To help with this, carry a sheet of blank labels with you and ask the students to write their name and put it on. Also, use positive remarks such as "We're going to have a great day" or "I bet we can make that happen." Let the students know your expectations. Maybe it is important to you that they raise their hand before they speak and only after you are finished talking. Keep the number of expectations to a minimum. The teacher usually has her classroom expectations posted in the classroom for you. Not understanding the teacher's direction is a major cause of classroom management issues and student misbehavior. Therefore, after you give a set of directions, you need to be sure that you check for understanding. The best way to do this is to ask a student to repeat back in their own words what the instructions are. Many students are more visual than audible learners. For those students, you should write the instructions on a board or chart. Offer one-on-one help to those who may be struggling. At the end of the day and/or period, the students should help put the classroom back in order. You should grade papers that were assigned for the day unless otherwise noted. Please leave the teacher's desk neat. We would like to ask that you please do not eat or drink at the teacher's desk. You are welcome to eat in the teacher's lounge. Be sure your note to the teacher is visible and easily seen. You must check with the office and clock out before leaving for the day. You are expected to stay for the entire workday. The following is a list of success strategies that will benefit you if you put them into practice. Be on time, not just to start your day, but in following your class schedule for the day as well. It is best to locate the office, adult restrooms, and cafeteria in relation to your classroom. It is suggested that you use the restroom before your day begins. It may be lunchtime before you get another break. You cannot leave students unattended at any time. Once you are in your class, locate the phone, list of pertinent numbers, and the emergency information. For example, the lockdown procedures and fire drill instructions. Review the teacher's notes and lesson plans. If you do not see lesson plans, you should check with the neighboring teacher and/or call the office. Look for class rules, and if necessary, write your own expectations on the board or overhead. Keep them short and positive. You should always check your schedule before you leave each morning. It is possible an assignment was canceled overnight. Additionally, there will be notification alerts that you may need to read. Those are general notifications to all Mesquite ISD substitutes. This is a way we can communicate quickly with everyone. Substitutes need to be flexible, enthusiastic, and have a sense of humor. The most important advice can be summed up with be prompt, patient, and professional. Additional success strategies are in your substitute handbook. The regular classroom teacher is legally and morally responsible for the welfare of all the children and is charged with the maintenance of school property. No less is expected of the substitute teacher. A great deal of the materials in the classroom is the personal property of the teacher and should be treated with equal care. Treat each classroom as carefully as you treat someone's home when you visit. Some of you may want to accept positions that are for multiple days or even several weeks. You are expected to check with the principal about attendance at scheduled staff meetings, conferences, etc. Additionally, you are expected to hold in professional confidence any information regarding students, parents, and staff. Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, or FERPA laws, are in place to protect our students and staff. Please note their laws apply for all substitutes and all information you hear or see during the course of your day. You will need to speak directly with the principal about any necessary computer access that will be required during your long term. Early release is for students, not staff. These days are set aside for professional development. You may be required to stay and complete various duties assigned by the principal. If the day is listed on ASOP as a full day, you are paid for the full day. If ASOP lists the absence as a half day, then the teacher or another employee will return and release you at the half day mark, 11:30 for elementary and 12 o'clock for secondary. District policy states that you must clock out and check with the front office before you leave campus. Whatever type of equipment you encounter during your job as a substitute, please be sure that you know how to operate and use it properly. If you have any doubts, please ask another adult employee of the school. A special note, Promethean boards look like a regular whiteboard, but it will ruin them if they are written on. They are a touch-sensitive projection screen that is used to interact with the computer and overhead projector. Anytime that you can come early or stay after school and have someone give you a lesson on how to use the equipment, it would be well worth your time. Having technology skills will make you more marketable and increase your ability to become a requested substitute. Jeans, tennis shoes, shorts, or casual dress is inappropriate for regular classroom assignments. For safety, flip-flops are not allowed. Men's shirts should be tucked and pants belted at the waist. Established facial hair for men is allowed, but please no scruffy looks. Ladies should be modestly dressed. Leggings should be worn only with a tunic-type top or dress, and these should come to your fingertips when your arms are extended by your side. For additional information, please refer to the district webpage. A link is provided in this orientation for your review. Your online paperwork explained that when working for a school district, that you do not pay into the standard Social Security fund with the federal government. Your money is paid into an alternative Social Security account that is currently managed by TCG, Total Compensation Group. You will receive your annual financial statement from TCG once a year, usually in the fall. Please be sure to watch your mail for this statement. Immediately report any serious accident or injury, whether it is a student or yourself, to the nurse and principal or assistant principal. Leave information in your note to the teacher about any student that goes to the clinic and the reasons that they are sent. The following are actions that could lead to you being removed from the substitute list. Habitually reporting late to assignments. Please note that you are expected to report on time and stay until the end of the workday. Students should never be left unattended in the classroom or anywhere when they are your responsibility. This includes the playground. Please note that under no circumstances should a substitute engage in an argument or physical confrontation with the students. You should never touch or physically handle a child. This does include touching on the shoulder, hugs, etc. You can offer up a hand for a high five though. Never photograph a child with a camera or phone. Do not post any information about your class or experiences in the classroom on any social network, for example, Facebook. Please do not bring personal laptops or any non-telephone electronic device to any campus. Cell phones are to be turned off during the school day. Do not use the teacher's computer for any reason other than direct lesson plan instructions to do so. Substitutes must be up and walking around the room monitoring students during the entire class period. Maintaining discipline is centered around the use of proximity. Proximity is one of the best ways to ensure good classroom behavior. If you need to cancel a job, it is preferred that you cancel at the very latest the evening before. Should an emergency arise and you need to cancel on the morning of a job, the first thing you need to do is to see if you can cancel the job in the absence management system. If it is too late, then you will need to call the substitute manager's office to ask them to cancel the job. It is also your responsibility to contact the school and let them know as soon as possible that you are canceling the job. Excessive cancellations, more than 3 in a 90-day period, are frowned upon. Please be very careful if you choose to use Jobulator. Do not take every job that pops up and then sort through them, canceling out the ones you do not want. Many times, substitutes have not shown up to an assignment because they had accepted the assignment through the Jobulator app and then forgotten to cancel it. Substitutes must not leave the campus during the school day. You may bring your lunch. There is a refrigerator and microwave available in the teachers' lounges. You are always welcome to purchase a lunch from the school cafeteria. Please note they only accept cash. Please remember that you are expected to hold in professional confidence any information regarding students, parents, staff, etc. FERPA, the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act of 1974, are in place to protect our students. Foods of minimum nutritional value may not be sold or given away to students on school premises by school administrators or staff, which includes principals, coaches, teachers, etc., students or student groups, parents or parent groups, guest speakers, or any other person, company, or organization. FMNVs are defined in federal regulations as having less than 5% of the RDA per serving for the 8 key nutrients: calories, total fat, saturated fat, protein, calcium, iron, vitamin A, and vitamin C. FMNVs include soft drinks, water ices, chewing gum, and candy. Substitutes are expected to conduct themselves in a professional manner at all times. You should treat everyone, administrators, coworkers, parents, and students respectfully. Please don't be the lady in the picture. Please do not cancel one job to take another for a friend or favorite school less than 7 days in advance of the original job's date. Please tell your friend or favorite school that you are already booked, but that you would love for them to ask you for the next time they need a substitute. Substitutes are expected to be dressed and ready to go when taking last-minute assignments. Also, please refrain from taking an assignment after the start time. Your decision to work for the day should be made early enough to be at assignments on time. Reasons for removal from the substitute list are not limited to the incidents covered here. Any other action or cause which may place into question the education, health, and/or safety of the students and/or staff of Mesquite ISD can also lead to a substitute's removal from the list. We hope that each day as a substitute is a great day. Remember, the student is what. Welcome to the Mesquite ISD Substitute Online Orientation.